Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me here, the Master Puppets, today joined by
Jakob the Little Malts.
Carrying on with the Easter themed or spring themed reviews for Easter. Today is Long Friday and today we're going to be looking at something fairly traditional in the Danish kind of Easter beer scene, because in Denmark, well, first off, the beer. This is from Hornbeer, which is a brewery I haven't reviewed a beer from in ages, but they tried it.
No, you didn't. No,
I
sorry.
haven't tried it, but they do some pretty good, solid beers. They have won a few best beers in Denmark awards.
Yeah.
Actually, won this
but it's
year.
kind of biased to be.
Well, some of them are. Caribbean Rum Stout, for example, was really good.
It's good, yeah, but a lot of the voting is kind of biased.
Yeah, but this is the Hornbeer Hornbock, and this is one of the beers that they released for the spring. They also have a Easter Pale Ale or something like that. But so it's a horn beer. It's a bock beer, a Doppelbock on 7%. They decided to do kind of like their own take on, because they decided to use a decent more amount of bittering hops, and they use some smoked malt in there. And
it's gonna be interesting.
So yeah, hopefully it'll be good. So let's get it checked out. So we've got the Hornbeer Doppelbock port. Well, maybe not a fitting glass for a Doppelbock here. Or, well, I guess it will work fine either way, because the tickle glass works awesome, but whatever, we should maybe use mugs, but these glasses are awesome. But very hazy.
Very hazy.
Copperish.
Kinda, yeah.
Looks like a Doppelbock.
Yeah.
Just a hazy Doppelbock and kind of a beige head.
Not much head, but
enough. Yeah. Want to check out the aroma?
Yes.
Very raisiny and well,
I like a Doppelbock.
Yeah, but almost like some of the sweet, dark fruity, raisiny aromas you get in icebox, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Because it's quite sweet. Yeah, there's a touch of blackcurrant,
Almost
like Ribena.
Yeah. Tiny blackcurrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then a lot of caramel, a lot of malts. I think they use 6 different barley malts in here.
That might be true. But the smell isn't really.
Yeah, and it's not smoky.
No.
And not really bitter
there.
No. Well, yeah.
Another the smell anyway.
Yeah. It smells like very traditional Doppelbock though, but yeah, let's give it a taste. Cheers. I feel like it's very traditional Doppelbock-like.
A little sweeter than your normal Doppelbock, but
yeah, as I said, maybe more icebox-like.
Yeah.
But I'm not really picking up smoke, and I wouldn't say
it's hard to look for the smoke.
Yeah, but the bitterness, I feel like it's just like in every other Doppelbock. I don't feel like it's very much more.
There's in the very last aftertaste, you can definitely there's some kind of charcoaly heat or smokiness going on, but you really have to look for it.
But I'm getting a lot of raisins, almost like well, you picked this up in setting, right?
Yeah. Might be old.
Do you think this might be last year's?
Maybe.
Because it has a slight oxidized red grape kind of flavor to it. But it definitely has a lot of those kind of red grape, almost oxidized like flavors, and then raisins, dark fruits, some breadiness, caramel notes. Very like German Doppelbock or maybe icebox like.
Yeah. Traditional, sweeter Doppelbock.
I'm really, as you said, I'm really trying to, maybe some nutty notes, but I'm really trying to look for that smoke. It just doesn't disappear, or turn up really, it doesn't disappear. I'm not really getting it though. Any other flavors you're picking up?
Well, there's some almondy kind of flavor to it, but that might be the sweetness kind of just looking around. And caramel, but yeah.
I think it's pretty good. Not the best warm beer I've had, but I'm gonna go 72 on it. I think it's quite nice. Yeah, and finally a Doppelbock on the show again. Haven't reviewed one of those in ages, but like it doesn't come close to something like Hyllinge's Doppelbock, which is just probably the best I've had.
Yeah.
Closely followed by Andish, Doppler, Doppelbock. Yeah, that's pretty good too, Salvatore. But yeah, what about you?
Yeah, 75. And as we talked about, it's somewhat sweeter, but it's no problem. There's no smokiness, which is kind of a problem.
But we don't know about the age on this one because
Yeah.
it's from selling, so it might have been from last spring. But
that might
I
be
think Doppelbocks can age.
Yeah, Doppelbocks can age quite well.
Yeah,
but
that might be why we're getting so much fruity kind of sweet, because you get that oxidized red grape flavor sometimes.
But maybe someone knows whether or not the
yeah, best before date, is it 2 years or is
3
it more?
years.
Yeah, or maybe more.
Yeah.
So definitely, guys, let us know what you think of the Hornbeer Hornbock if you've had it. As always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe to the Facebook fan page and Twitter, and we're gonna say cheers. We're gonna see you guys in the beer review.